What's up guys, it's Wayne from GamerGab. I've made kind of a habit lately of circling back to games that I avoided at launch because of what was reported about them in the press. The latest in this list is Star Wars Outlaws. Even before it came out, Outlaws was getting trashed in the press because the main character wasn't pretty enough. I mean, she's not going to be taking up residence under any bridges harassing passersby for tolls or anything, but did I want to put a helmet on her? Kind of. But is the game any good? Let's get into it.
GamerGab.
Go!
Now, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but as far as the games go, I've played Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order, and I really enjoyed them. The stories in those games were good, but what really made them great was the gameplay and exploration. And even though you don't have a lightsaber in Outlaws, it holds up pretty well. You play as Kay Vess, an orphan from Canto Bight who, along with her space axolotl Nyx, is trying to find her way in the criminal underworld of a galaxy far, far away. When a job goes bad, Kay is hit with a death mark and she has no choice but to accept the help of a mysterious benefactor who wants her to assemble a team for one last score. Now, Kay is a freelancer, so you can do jobs for any of the local crime syndicates like the Hutts, the Pikes, the Ashiga clan, and the Crimson Dawn. This is where Outlaws starts to suffer for me. The story is good, which I've come to expect from Star Wars titles, but the contracts you take serve no purpose to the story. They only improve your reputation with whichever syndicate you complete jobs for, or hurt your reputation depending on whether you decide to double-cross them and turn in the quest to an opposing group. But none of that matters because even if your rep with a certain faction is poor, you can still take jobs on their behalf, so the choices you make have no bearing on the story whatsoever. The only time it even comes up is during the final battle when you can send out a distress beacon and whichever faction you have the highest reputation with will come to help you. The gameplay itself is basically just like those recent Jedi games I mentioned in that you travel between different planets and each planet has a large area that you can free roam. The exploration in Outlaws isn't as good as Survivor or Fallen Order in my opinion, but Outlaws gives you access to a speeder and that thing is a ton of fun. Unfortunately, all the other land-based vehicles in the game are off limits and can't be piloted. The combat is obviously more ranged since you don't have force abilities or a lightsaber, but it is fun and well balanced. On the standard difficulty, the combat and stealth missions are well done and challenging enough to make you feel accomplished, but not so difficult to be frustrating. While the exploration outdoors is a little lacking compared to the Jedi games, the large indoor bases have a great mix of exploration and stealth and action that makes them a lot of fun to play. There are also some nice Easter eggs that even a non-fan like me enjoyed, like this guy at Jabba's place, this guy with his inherited Mandalorian armor, and of course, him. Because you just can't have a Star Wars game without him. While Outlaws uses the same platforming mechanics as the Jedi games, the object detection in this game is a bit janky and Kay often gets stuck on very small terrain or doesn't grab onto ledges like she should, but this style of platforming always makes me think of the Sands of Time, which is always fun. For me, what kept this game from being really great is the kind of person you're forced to play. In RPGs, I almost always play a kind of, call it chaotic good. I mean, I'll free captives and help the downtrodden, I'll give money to beggars and help a mother get her dead son's mouse droid fixed because it's all she has left of him. But if you try to hurt my space axolotl, I have no problem killing you. What I mean is that in the world of Outlaws, the war between the Empire and the Rebels is going on in the background, and you're here just trying to steal enough credits so you can disappear. Kay doesn't want to get involved, and she isn't interested in making things better for anyone but herself. It's hard to root for someone like that, and this is a Star Wars story that I don't think anyone even asked for. Overall, the gameplay was fun and the story was entertaining. It was better than I expected. It's just hard to tell a memorable story about a character who's only out for themselves. What did you guys think? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, leave us a like and consider subscribing. I'm Wayne, and I'll see you next time on GamerGab.
GamerGab.